What is going on, mortals? Mortal T here. Welcome to How to Tame, a series where I will be covering every tameable dino in Ark, the best ways to tame it, and going over its features. But first, small disclaimer. All this taming is done on a boosted server, but the taming method is exactly the same that you would use on an official server. But if you play an official server, you should know by now gathering the resources and taming is going to take you a lot longer. But with that out the way, let's get to what we're going to be taming. So, you've probably seen it in the background, it's wandering around. It's the only dinosaur that's odd because there's no snow around here, and it is the mammoth. That is what we're going to be taming. Now this is a really big dino or creature, and it has got an AoE attack that can do a lot of damage, and it has a good knockback. So there is a couple of ways you can do this. The mammoth can be picked up by a Quetzal, so you could dump it into a taming pen if you really wanted to, but I want to try and use this taming pen right here. It's got a ramp, so I'm going to try and lead the mammoth up here, and we can run straight through and get it trapped. That's what I'm going to try and do anyway. So, let's try and knock this mammoth out, shall we? I'm going to try from a distance shot. Did I miss? There we go, we hit it then. So these are only aggressive when you hit them. You can go up next to them, otherwise they're pretty docile. It's just when you hit them they will get aggressive. So I might even knock this one out before it gets to me. That's how slow it is. But these are quite tanky, and oh, I thought I knocked it out then. Right, step back, let it come to you, drag it into the taming pen, and we're done. Now that is why it's too high. For a bigger, if you're trying to tame a bigger dino like this, make sure you have it at least 3 high. There we go, we've just knocked the mammoth out anyway. That was actually pretty quick. That was quicker than I thought it would be, because the mammoths can usually take quite a few hits before it goes down. So now we have knocked it out. What do we need to tame this? Well, its preferred kibble is raptor kibble, believe it or not. So to make the raptor kibble, you're going to need raptor eggs, obviously, 1 long grass, 1 cooked meat jerky, 2 measure berries, and 3 fibers, which can be cooked in a cooking pot or the industrial cooker. So we just have to wait for it to tame. Its food has got to go down quite a lot, unfortunately. But kibble is not the only thing you can tame it with, so don't be worried if you can't get your hands on any of the kibble. It can also be tamed with any of the 4 vegetables that you can grow in the crop plots or the greenhouse stuff. But if you haven't got none of the vegetables, you can also tame it with measure berries, which is the favourite berries of most herbivores. But if you can't get your hands on a lot of measure berries, you can just tame it with any type of berries you want to. Now this is a 150 mammoth, and on an official server this is roughly going to take 54 kibble. That's a lot of kibble. I will admit that is a hell of a lot of kibble to use on one tame. It's at once. So if you can't get your hands on any kibble, the vegetables are the next best thing, but you're going to need a lot of them, and I'm talking over 500 of them really. And then, so I think measure berries is probably the best way to go. As long as you can gather a decent bunch of measure berries, we're talking about 700, maybe a bit over. That's how long it's going to take. This is for 150 So roughly about 700 Medjool berries, which is absolutely ridiculous. And if you're just using all the berries, just gather a lot of them and just whack it on until it's tamed. That's all I can advise. Come on, Mammoth. Let's go and get the Quetzal ready, so we can take it out the taming pen. But if you haven't got a Quetzal handy, you can always just break some of the walls down to let the Mammoth out. Don't worry about that. They're only stone doorways. They don't take a lot of resources really, just to build a couple more. So let's land. Is that a Mega Piranha? I don't know what that is. So come on, Mr. Mammoth. Where are you? One more kibble. Which is a Mega Piranha. Damn it. Oh, a couple of Mega Piranhas. Okay, that water's a bit dangerous. Come on, Mammoth. It's really... I want to try to attack me. So it is a really cool looking map. Is that it? Oh, it just says exit inventory here. Still got to eat one. Still got 100% taming efficiency. And we've still got to wait a while. But yeah, these are really cool looking, to be perfectly honest. The tusks are amazing. Even though the tusks have got little spikes coming out of them. I don't know if that's true or not. But this has got like 3 in one tusk. As you can see, it's got the long one, and then we point at it. It's got this one here, a really thin one that goes up from its bottom jaw, as you can see, goes all the way up. Then you've got the main big one that comes out from its face, which is that one. Then it's got an extended version of that one and kills up. But anyway, it's tamed. So let's try and get it out. Oh shit, stop following. So let's grab it, and it's out. That's how quick it was. So, what is the Mammoth good for? Well, first of all, you can actually ride the Mammoth. You can actually build a saddle for the Mammoth, and you unlock it at level 31. We have got one right here, so boom. Looking cool. Let's hop on. Wow, look at the speed. So Mammoths are pretty fast even on official servers. But this is on a boosted server, so it moves incredibly fast. But really cool. So, like I said, what are Mammoths good for? Well, they are mainly good for harvesting wood. Just like the giant beavers are. So, boom! How much wood did we get then? I totally missed it, but we got a lot. 387 wood from that one, and 500 wood from that one. But it's not. That's not the only thing. It gathers berries as well. Pretty good. And it has got 2 different types of attack. It's got the stomp attack, which is really cool. Ah, boom! And then it's just got its normal attack like that. Unfortunately, it hasn't got like a roar. I think it'd be a cool feature if they added like a roar thing, but obviously Mammoths don't roar, but they blow out their noses. That would be really cool to hear. So let's just give this a go. Ah, boom! 603 wood. Really, really cool. And the reason why the Mammoth is good at gathering, well, it's not the reason because, but one reason that you tame a Mammoth just to gather wood is because wood is reduced in its inventory by 75%. As you can see, it's only weighing 12.5. We put it over here, it's weighing 50. So that is a 75% reduction in the weight of wood, which is really, really cool. But other than that, its weight is pretty good nevertheless. And its health is good as well. Even on official servers, the healths of Mammoths are pretty darn good, and the weight. So you could move stuff around from one place to another with a Mammoth because of the weight. And because it's got more health than it usually does to other dinos, it can take quite a bit of a hit. You can only really kill small dinos with the mammoth. Anything that's kind of large, it's not going to do much to it. So just keep that in mind. That is the mammoth. Now, you only find the mammoth in the snow biome. That's why I said it looks odd. See, I had one out when it was over there, because you only find mammoths in the snow biome. You don't find them anywhere else. So you're looking for a mammoth, snow biome, right? But that is all the information on the mammoth, the best way to tame it, and so on and so forth. So I hope you found it informative, mortals. I hope you enjoyed it. If it helps you out in any way, don't forget to show the like button. Who's boss? By punching it in the face. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button. And as always, mortals, don't forget to share it with your family and your friends and around the world. But that is it. I am Mortal T, and I am out.